There's a question every dog owner asks themselves eventually. Would my dog save my life if it ever came to that? Most of us never find out. Lena Pham found out at 3:47 a.m. on a Wednesday in a house filling with smoke she couldn't smell, with a 95-pound long-coat German Shepherd she had pulled off a country road 3 months earlier. A dog with half a tail, a burn scar across his right shoulder, and eyes most people said were too broken to trust. They were wrong. Lena Pham was 34 years old, a hospice nurse working 12-hour shifts at a rural hospital 40 minutes from her farmhouse. Her job was to sit with people in their final hours, to hold their hands, to call their families when it was time. She was good at it because she had learned how to feel almost nothing until she got home. And at home, there was also nothing to feel because there was no one there. A long relationship had ended in the spring. Her sister had called it overdue. Lena had called it expected. Neither of them ever used the word that actually fit, which was lonely. On a Tuesday night in late August, Lena was driving home along Route 17, a 2-lane country road with no streetlights and a 30-mile stretch without a single house. It had been a bad day. A patient she had cared for over 6 weeks had died at 9:18 p.m., holding her hand, whispering his wife's name. Lena had stayed 20 extra minutes after her shift ended, just sitting in the parking lot staring at the dashboard. She didn't even see him at first, just a shadow on the shoulder of the road, a shape moving in the same direction she was driving, slow and uneven. She slowed the car, pulled over, got out, and found herself standing in the dark looking at a 95-pound long-coat German Shepherd with dried blood on one ear, half his tail missing, and a burn scar running diagonally across his right shoulder. He wasn't wearing a collar. He wasn't running. He was just walking, the way people walk when they've run out of places to go. When she opened the car door, he got in. The vet estimated he was 5 years old. The microchip scan turned up nothing. He had been someone's dog once. He had been trained. He sat when she said sit. He waited at doorways. His scars were old enough that whatever had happened to him had happened a long time ago. Lena named him Ranger because that was how he had been walking on Route 17, alone, steady, looking for something. For the first 11 days, Ranger stayed in one corner of the kitchen. He chose it, and he didn't leave. When Lena cooked, he watched her. When Lena cried, which she had started doing again for the first time in months, he watched her. But he never came close. Her sister drove over on day 6, took one look at the skeletal dog in the corner, and said quietly, "Lena, you can barely take care of yourself right now. Are you sure about this?" Lena didn't answer. She didn't know the answer yet. It happened on the 12th night. Lena had worked a shift from hell. A family had fallen apart in the hallway of the hospice floor. She came home at 10:40 p.m., dropped her bag by the door, and sat down on the kitchen floor in her scrubs because she didn't have the energy to walk to the couch. And Ranger, who had not come within 6 feet of her in 11 days, stood up from his corner. He walked across the kitchen. He lay down next to her. He placed his enormous head on her thigh, and he let out a breath that sounded like he had been holding it for years. Lena cried for 40 minutes. Ranger didn't move. This is the kind of quiet moment that deserves to be seen by more people. I see you're still here, but you haven't subscribed yet. I'm not going to pretend that doesn't sting a little. Hit that subscribe button. What comes next is the reason this story exists. After that night, Ranger became part of the house. Not a guest, not a rescue project, part of it. He slept at the foot of Lena's bed, never on it. He followed her through morning routines, learning the sound of the coffee grinder, the creak of the 3rd step from the top of the stairs, the exact moment the shower water turned hot. He put on 14 pounds in 6 weeks. His coat came back thick and glossy. The burn scar on his shoulder never fully disappeared, but he stopped flinching when Lena touched it. German Shepherds are ranked 3rd out of 138 breeds for intelligence in a Columbia University study. They don't just learn commands, they learn patterns, they learn people. And Ranger, it turned out, was learning the house too. Because here is what Lena started to notice. Ranger watched walls. Specifically, he watched one wall, the wall in the hallway between the kitchen and the living room. He would stop in the middle of whatever he was doing, eating, playing, walking, and stare at it. Not every day, but often enough that Lena laughed about it once on the phone with her sister. "He's haunted," she said. "He thinks there's something in the wall." Her sister laughed too. What neither of them knew was that Ranger had been in a fire before. The scar on his shoulder wasn't random. Somewhere in his past, he had been inside a burning building, and his body had learned something human bodies do not learn. His body had learned the smell of something about to go wrong. Stories like his deserve to be shared with everyone who still thinks rescued dogs don't remember. On a Wednesday in early November at 3:47 a.m., Lena woke up to teeth gently closing around her nightgown. She swatted at the air in her sleep. The teeth tugged again, harder. She opened her eyes. Ranger was standing over her, his front paws on the mattress, pulling her arm. Not biting, pulling. She sat up. The bedroom smelled faintly of something warm, not unpleasant, just warm. She told Ranger to lie down. He didn't. He kept pulling. And then, through the narrow gap under her bedroom door, she saw it, a thin, ghost-colored ribbon of smoke moving along the floor like water. She ran. Ranger ran beside her. She grabbed her phone off the dresser. She grabbed nothing else. The hallway was already filling with smoke when they reached it, and the wall Ranger had been watching for 3 months, was glowing orange from the inside. An electrical fire in the old farmhouse wiring, the investigator would later say. Something in the wiring had shorted in a way that disabled both smoke detectors at once. The alarms never made a sound. Lena made it to the front yard in bare feet, November grass crunching frozen beneath her. Ranger stayed with her. He didn't run off. He didn't panic. He sat down in the yard and leaned his 95-pound body against her side, and they watched the fire department fight the flames together at 4:12 a.m. The captain who ran the scene had 23 years on the job. He came over to Lena after the worst was out, crouched down and ran his hand gently along Ranger's back. His fingers stopped at the old burn scar across the shoulder. He didn't say anything for a long moment. Then he looked up at Lena and said, "Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but this dog has done this before. I don't know where and I don't know for who, but this dog has pulled someone out of a fire before. You can see it in how he moved tonight." This is the kind of loyalty that deserves to be remembered. Lena is 34 years old. Ranger is 5. They live in a rented cottage now while the farmhouse is being rebuilt. Ranger still watches walls. Lena doesn't laugh about it anymore. She checks the wiring every week. Because love isn't always the thing you expect. Sometimes it's a dog walking alone on a country road at 9:48 p.m. after the worst day of your life, getting into your car like he has been waiting for you. Sometimes the rescue goes both ways. Sometimes the dog the world called too broken is the only reason you are still breathing. Did Lena rescue Ranger, or did Ranger rescue Lena? Tell me in the comments.